You guys seem to like the Traxxas videos, so I got one better, I think. We got vintage Traxxas Nitro Hawk. Let's take a better look. Here she is in her former glory, and it's even got the original instruction manual. I like that. Step 5, don't panic. So here's the car. Kinda needs some work. Hopefully we can make something out of all these goodies. And with the engine removed, we'll also clean up the chassis. Got the car cleaned up, engine ready to go back in the car. Now instead of using these old Phillips screws that I barely got out because they're so rounded, we're gonna put in some new hardware. Alright, it's been a bit, but we got some parts for this thing. We got a new steering servo, new throttle servo, new on-off switch and battery holder. And it's not here, but we also got a brand new transmitter and receiver. No more AM. Here's the steering servo. It's metal geared. Not sure if it's digital or analog, but hey, it's metal geared. Should be more durable. Should have a way more than enough power to steer this thing, so yeah, sweet. Just showing some comparisons why these upgrades are needed. First off, check out the original receiver. That is the length of the antenna, and this is the size of the receiver. This is about the size of the receiver that we're going to be putting in it. Yeah, quite a difference in size. This is the size of the antenna compared to, yeah. So, definitely needed. And since we're updating the transmitter and receiver, we gotta update the servos because this is one of the original servos out of this. And if you can see here, the plug is totally different than what we use nowadays. So you can see the conventional plug that we use nowadays compared to what's on there now. Once again, completely different, needs to be updated. Plus the servos that are on here are pushing 30 years old, so yeah, they're done. So first thing we're gonna need is the switch and battery assembly. Since this one doesn't even have one in there. Got a OEM Traxxas one for that. So this is going to go in the battery tray compartment back here. And no idea how this is going to be run, but we'll figure that out. Now one thing I'm going to add to this switch here is a little dust boot, because if you may or may not know, this is a mechanical switch. It mechanically opens and breaks the circuit. If dirt gets in there, it can affect the circuit. If water gets in there, it can corrode and obviously it messes up the contact points, and your switch is no good. So these are nice and cheap, and they keep junk out of there. Oh, it's not gonna work. The cutout's not big enough, so we're not gonna mess with it because this thing's kind of a relic and you can't get parts for it, so. Here's the steering servo. It's metal geared. Not sure if it's digital or analog, but hey, it's metal geared. Should be more durable. Should have a way more than enough power to steer this thing. So yeah, sweet. So before we bolt the new servo in, we're going to plug it in and make sure the sub trim is centered, because you put it in here, it's kind of difficult to get to everything since this is kind of like a tub design. So yeah. Well, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to see before and after because I have discovered some damage to the servo. And long story short, neither of them work. I don't know what to say. They plug them in, they don't work. You can see this servo here. I guess these servos were takeoffs of brand new vehicles. But long story short, like I said, you can see here, it's got damage to the connector. You can literally just pull a terminal out. So, and you can also see that this wire has some kinks. I don't know what to say about this one. This one looks completely fine, but again, none of them seem to work. Here's just a little bit of proof for you. I'm not going to plug this one in because it's got a damaged connector. So here is the servo that looks completely fine. I'm going to plug it into channel 2, which should be throttle. And nothing. I'll even do the steering wheel just for giggles. Nothing. Try plugging it in the other way. You can hear it, the servo power's on. Still. Once again, I'll plug this in and you'll hear the servo go bzz. You hear that? Still, nothing happens. So, yeah, I guess this video got cut short. I'm gonna have to take all this junk off the servo. Hopefully send these back and get some brand new servos. Or some different ones anyways.